Today on the Modern Defender, I'm going to tell you 5 things that you should carry with you at all times to keep yourself safe out in the hiking trail. Stick around. Hey, before I get to that, if you like the content here in the Modern Defender, please subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. So I'm up here in the beautiful Northeast. We've just had some snow. It's not too cold today. It's a perfect day for a hike. It's about 35 degrees. You can dress light and get a good workout while you're out here going for a nice solo hike. So the 5 tools that we're going to talk about today might not be accessible to all of you. So I may mention firearms, I may mention pepper spray, and I'm going to, but I'll also give you alternatives to those so that if you live in an area where you can't have access, where you don't have access to those items, I'm going to give you some tools that you can use and you can carry with you and deploy in the event that you need them. So we're going to get started. Let's get going. So one of the places I love hiking to is this little shelter out in the middle of the woods, and it's got a little fireplace. It's pretty cool in here. The first tool I want to talk about is your walking stick, okay? Your walking stick should be your companion, okay? And you should know how to use your walking stick as a defensive tool in the event of a violent encounter. Now, I've done a whole bunch of videos on walking stick self-defense and how you can apply your walking stick as a defensive tool in actual self-defense situations. So you're going to want to make sure that your walking stick is made of a material like hickory or oak that's relatively lightweight but strong. And it not only can help you traverse the areas that you may need to use it for, but it can also, again, make contact and not break. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is a high output flashlight, okay? I have this Surefire Stiletto Pro. Even though this is daytime, a bright light into someone's eyes, they're not going to want to look at that. So even in daytime environments, lots of snow on the ground, folks have sunglasses on, nobody wants to look at 1,000 lumens. And you can get flashlights that put out even more. But just today I threw this Surefire Stiletto Pro, which I did do a review on this one, and it's right here if you want to check that out. But this flashlight is phenomenal. I like it because it's flat, but regardless of the shape, you should be able to get your tactical flashlight up on a target quickly and deploy it within a reasonable amount of time. Now, one of the things that I like using my flashlight in conjunction with is defensive pepper spray. So using your high output flashlight and your defensive pepper spray together, blind them and spray them. These are 2 tools that work very well together. So get both of these in your self-defense toolbox as soon as you can. The next tool you're going to want to consider, if you can legally do so, is a firearm. Now, I carry my SIG P365 in a inside the waistband holster right next to my defensive pepper spray. So if I am faced with a deadly threat, I can respond with deadly force. You may want to have the added protection of a firearm. Now, in the United States, most of the national parks you can carry concealed. As long as you can legally purchase a firearm, you can carry concealed in all the national parks. I know that there are a couple of exceptions, but in the US, if you are of legal age and can legally purchase a firearm and can have possession of a firearm, you can conceal carry in the national parks. Next is a knife. Now, I can't imagine a situation where I would want to use my knife as a defensive tool, but it is one that you could use to slash and stab, guard up type situations. Hey, back away. You know, you can get inside and strike. Now, again, I don't like the idea of using a knife as a defensive tool, but you should train on how to use one in the event that you need to use it. Next on the list is your cell phone. I am always shocked at the amount of people who do not take their cell phone with them when they go on solo hikes. They're afraid of losing it. They don't want to carry the extra weight. That is just unbelievable to me. Your cell phone could actually be your most important self-defense tool when you're out on a solo hike or even with your group of people. So make sure you have your cell phone with you at all times So really, it only takes a self-defense mindset. Do you want to be better prepared? Do you want to have a tactical advantage over someone who is looking to cause you harm when you're out on a hike? That's the mindset you want to have. And start with a walking stick, maybe add some pepper spray or your tactical flashlight. Start implementing these things into your hike routine. Get to know your tools, get to know these force multipliers, your walking stick, accessing and deploying your pepper spray. How am I going to get access to that? Your firearm. All these things that you want to implement into your hike routine that better prepare you to defend yourself in the event of a violent encounter. So one of the things that you can also carry with you is a good sense of situational awareness. Having a sense of situational awareness, knowing the things that are in your general vicinity, whether they are people or otherwise, is going to give you a tactical advantage in the event that someone is looking to cause you harm. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this episode of The Modern Defender. We'll see you next time. Stay safe out there, everybody.